Okay, so in shifting the gears, I want to postulate something to you, a new way to think about something. And I want to share this phrase that Don Javier said to me many years ago. And that phrase is that human beings are the highest technology on the planet. Consider that. You are the highest technology on the planet. Now, my more analytical listeners will run and they will look up the definition of technology and they will say, oh, Jim, technology is, the application of some scientific so-and-so to an outcome or whatever. And I understand that because we tend to think of technology in terms of artificial intelligence and robots and computer, all these things in the hospitals. And that's what we think of as technology. But what if you thought of yourself as technology? And let me share something here. Think about this for a moment. Consider this. Do you know how to make your hair grow? Consider that. Let me give you a good one here. Let's say that you have a really salty meal and you're hungry, you eat the meal, but do you know how to separate, consciously, could you put down pen and paper and tell me how to separate the salt out of that food in your system so that you don't overload your system with too much salt or whatever? What about, distilling alcohol or drinking alcohol? Your body, your liver knows how to distill alcohol when you consume it. The question is do you, meaning you listening right now analytically, do you know how to make your hair grow? Do you know how to make your heart pump blood? Do you know how to breathe? Do you know how to distill the chemicals in your food when you eat it and then send it where it needs to go in the body? All these things that I mentioned. Well, guess what? There's a part of your brain that can do this, okay? There's a part of your brain that does this, directed also by, now this is going to be a little, for some people, but your higher mind. You have innate intelligence running through you. That's why, for example, you can plant a potato. And you don't need to plant an instruction manual when you plant, potatoes saying, okay, Mr. Potato, here's how you grow into a potato, or carrots. There's an innate wisdom in the world we live in and the universe, but this innate wisdom is also in your body. So what I want to point out is that what we as humans do is we let the oldest part of us, meaning the reptilian part of the brain, the basal ganglia, we let the oldest part of us control the highest part of us, which is higher function of the mind. And this is exactly what keeps us into addictions, is that we allow the addictions that hurt us, that kill us, that make us unhappy and everything else, is that we allow these addictions in our life, when they come from the lowest function of our being, to destroy and override the whole of our being. Because our addictions control the wholeness of you, because the wholeness of you is contained within that physical bag that you walk around in, calling you, which is not you. So hopefully you get that, is that if you're in any kind of addiction that's self-destructive or doesn't work for you, it's because you are, and you didn't know till now, but you have been allowing the lower part of you, the lower function of you, to control the higher function, the higher essence, the higher being of you.